guys, welcome to episode 8 of Get to Know. We're so glad again you're joining us for these as we're getting to know the officers. I am Director of Choirs Jameson McCafferty, and of course my faithful sidekick, Associate Director Anara Witcher. We're so glad you're here to join us today. We've had so many awesome conversations and things. So today we're going to be joined by, wait for it, Ryan Kelly, our choir librarian. Welcome, Ryan. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
He actually went through it and went all. Yeah, that was awesome.
I told you I would do it.
Thank
you. Man of my word.
If there's one thing I know about Ryan, he follows through.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
So, all right. So we're just gonna rapid fire some questions at you and have some fun conversations here. So, first one, how long have you been in choir, and what choirs are you currently in?
I've been in choir since 6th grade. So do the math. I can only count to 4.
Like a good musician.
I'm also in chorale and showstoppers this year.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, bass 2.
Feels good to say that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any choir nicknames?
Like for me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we need to fix that. We can't do that today. It's got to be spontaneous, but
yeah, it does.
We got to fix that.
Yeah.
Because you got to have a nickname.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We were kind of discussing this before we started the episode, but our unofficial choir president from Westwood, Anuka, she asked, "What is your stance on disc golf?"
I mean, I've never played it, I don't think, but I mean, I guess some people can find the joy in everything, so there's that. So
the joy in everything. Oh, I love it. And I asked her, I sent her a message, was like, really? You're dogging on disc golf? She goes, no, I just want to know where everyone stands on it so I can have it. Like, okay. Does Mr. Clark know this? She goes, no, please don't tell him.
Well, I have a feeling he's gonna
oh no, yeah. If he watches these, I don't know if he does. We didn't talk about that. We haven't talked about that, but
yeah.
So what is one piece of advice you would give to incoming freshmen?
Don't get lost. It's very easy to get lost, but like after a week or so, just don't get lost. Because then you're going to be late and your teachers won't like you, and that's not good.
Yeah, getting lost. It truly is easy. I've had people. I worked there for 5 years before I knew really where everything was.
And don't listen to the seniors, because then you'll definitely get lost.
I got lost today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the best of us.
I got trapped in the band hall. I don't know where I was.
Yeah. Well, you were close. I mean, I
got really close.
Same building.
Mm-hmm.
Same building. So.
Yeah, you're in the right direction.
Better than most.
You didn't give up. You kept going. We had a kid who we said, "Hey, come to chorus rehearsal for the musical after school. Use the back door to the choir room." He was in chorale, didn't know where the back door of the choir room was.
Oh,
nice.
He's been out it. He just didn't know that was what and he just got lost, wandered around, and then was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
like,
that's.
Where were you? He's like, I don't know. I was lost. And we're like,
yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. It does absolutely. So Ryan, what are your plans after high school?
After high school, go to college, get a job. Yep. No, but seriously, I'm going to go to college, hopefully for music education and music composition. And then and then a double major in guitar and performance. And then depending on where I go, because it's easier at some places and cheaper at some places, I might tack on a third major of political science.
Yeah, he's a debater, folks. Those
Yeah.
who don't know, he's pretty good too.
Yeah. I'm a congressman. Student Congress.
I should let you see some of my brother's national title debates. I have him on VHS.
What did he do?
He was a 2-time national collegiate debate champion in CX.
Right. What event?
A CX. He did, and in high school, he was CX in high school, but also did extemp. He was I think he won.
You have to do extemp.
Well, yeah,
you just have to.
I think he went to state, UIL state and extemp, of course CX, but extemp. But I know he went to TFA and extemp as well. National.
Okay, yeah.
But him and his partner were the first ever to hold the Tournament of Champions Cannon, the TFA Bell,
nice,
and UIL state champion as well. They were the first ones to ever hold all three at the same time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they did some study like 10 years after. I think it was about 10 years after he graduated. Their winning percentage in high school was the most ridiculous winning percentage ever. A picture of him and his partner with all their trophies. They were dressed up for winter formal. So like, hey, let's get this really cool photo op, and it fills an entire room like the choir room.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean he is, so like when he was running for Congress and he did his debate, his daughter was like, I was like, yeah, he won the debate, and his daughter goes, is anyone really shocked by that? I mean, he is a national title.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is such a skill, and being able to extemp and all that stuff, and it from an educational standpoint, wanting to be a teacher, being able to talk off the top of your head and not knowing anything is like number one prerequisite.
Oh, yeah. My goodness, so much.
You have 30 minutes to prepare, 7 minutes for each. It has to be memorized.
Except when you're teaching, you don't even have 30 minutes to prep. Here, hey.
You have 7 minutes to prepare an hour-long speech that you have to have completely memorized.
Oh, I got that.
But yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Do you have any like target schools that you're thinking about?
SMU is like my top one choice, and then UT, Texas State, and then maybe UNT. Those are like the ones that I'm looking at right now.
Southern Methodist University. You gotta say it like that. That came from the one of their voice professors who was the director of Turtle Creek Men's Chorale for a while. Like, oh no, you have a Southern Methodist University. You're better than everybody. I'm like, okay. Of course, if you go to UT and you do debate as well, you'll get to learn how to do critique really well. That's their thing. All right, so enough of that dorkdom. We'll go back to the choir.
Of course. I think it's more of a nerddom, but I mean, semantics.
Yeah, semantics. Yeah. What has been your fondest high school memory?
Probably sound kind of lame. Probably going to Disney with choir and like just hanging out with my choir friends and stuff. Because I had never been to Disney before, but like I think I cared more about being with the choir than like actually being at Disney. So it was really fun.
That was a fun trip, and I'll say it right now. Really we wouldn't have survived.
Really chaotic.
Parents there.
Yeah, it was really chaotic.
Really chaotic. We go back. We're not doing it like that. We're gonna
never again.
But no, that was a very fun trip, and we were saying in a conversation yesterday, there was some of our sponsors had run into another choir group from another state, and they were a middle
Mhm.
school group. So they all had their little backpacks and their matching shirts and all these things. And they're like,
Yeah.
and the sponsor's like, oh, y'all are from Texas. Oh, that's cool. Where are you all with? They're like, oh, we're with a choir. I'm like, where are your kids? Not here.
Yeah.
They're like,
They're
what? Wait, what?
high
When
schoolers.
you
We
get
can
to high
take care of
school, it's like
ourselves.
our director trusts us. It's like go, and they check in at various times through the phone, and then we're
Yeah, with a picture of us holding up a thumbs up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure I see you alive, and then
With a person.
it's kind of like how quarantine's gonna work. Please send me a selfie so I know you're alive and I can count your attendance.
Yeah.
At least that's what they're telling us. I don't really know how
Yeah.
it works. That's what we're gonna find out.
Nobody knows how it's going to work. Nope.
Exactly. We're gonna have a plan, and it's gonna be like a normal rehearsal where you have and this is another teaching stage advice. You're gonna write a rehearsal plan out.
Mhm.
You might as well just light it on fire because it's not gonna make it past about 5 minutes. There's only
Gotcha.
one person I've ever worked with that has ever made a rehearsal plan exactly the way it always happens every single time. It's my church boss. Every single time. It's
Yeah.
and I don't know how. I don't. Maybe it's because he just knows the old people at church. I don't know, but
Probably.
every single time, it's amazing. It never deviates. So,
I wish I had that skill.
yeah. Like,
I just
and
write real vague lesson plans, like, hey, maybe we should work on this song.
Maybe.
What
We'll see where it
happens?
goes.
Exactly.
someone goes, "Did you write your rehearsal plan on the board?" I go, "Yeah, it's up there in the corner." And they go, "That just says learning objectives, sing beautifully, slightly." I go, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're gonna do."
Yeah. That's the gist of it.
I mean, if I
What
could
more do you
write
need?
"don't suck," I would, but that's kind of frowned upon. I mean, that's a daily goal. That is a daily goal and challenge of mine. Let's make sure we're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always with church. I always try if I'm running rehearsal. I always try to get them out early, but I end up following exactly his plan inadvertently, and I look down and I go, how? I don't. Okay. I'm really efficient, but no, he got it perfect.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do outside of choir?
I like to do a lot of music stuff, like listen to music, play guitar. I'm teaching myself how to play piano, sing, of course. Yeah, hang out with friends and just, typical teenage stuff, just.
Are you missing a capo, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Well, there was one on the desk.
I actually have one right here.
There was one on the desk, and it just
probably Mondo's.
Probably, but it's still sitting there. So, yeah, whoever wants it gets it.
I think I might have left my chocolate box from off of Theta in there.
Oh no, that's long gone.
Yeah, no,
the rats took that.
They were like, "Hey, could you turn in your money for that?" I was like, "Oh boy." I was like, "Well, I mean, I could, but I think it's locked in the choir room."
Yeah, no. There ain't no chocolate in there.
No.
What is your favorite concert and why?
My favorite concert and why? I mean, to be honest, I really like all of them. I think I like UIL the most, which is weird. But especially, I don't know, like that like thrill of like the competition and stuff. I think that's what gets me. I mean, I like performing just in general. But I think it's a close tie between like UIL and spring concert. Spring concert because like we get to do more contemporary stuff and like, yeah. And we get to
I like
showcase.
There's always been a big debate about the purpose of UIL.
Mm-hmm.
And why are we singing for trophies and blah blah blah. I mean,
right.
Let's be real. The UIL marching band, as much as I enjoy marching band, I enjoy it, but it was a made up contest to get more trophies. And Bands of America. It's the same. It's a concept that needs to be taught, but we're all, UIL has become so competitive in
Right.
our world, and orchestra world, and theater, and it's so competitive. We're all fighting for a trophy, and that's not what music's about. But
Right. I think like especially this last UIL season, I remember seeing the chamber basses like really come together, especially in the sight reading room. I mean, I remember like every day sight reading was a struggle for us. And we just, we had to just get through it and we had to figure it out. But I remember like we were in the sight reading room and we just got it down. And I was like so proud of those guys. I knew that even if we didn't get, whatever, even if we got like all twos and everything, even if we got all, fives and everything, I would have still been like so proud of those guys, especially Angel. And,
yeah,
it was just a really good moment. I think that's why I like UIL the most, is because like you really get to show yourself off, you really get to show off your sections and your section leaders and your choir just in general.
Yeah, it's I agree with that a lot. It's a fun, that I like the UIL process, and being able to have that tangible evidence. It's a lot of what we do is not tangible,
Right.
especially in choir. Like you walk in a band rehearsal, because of the shiny instrument, or an orchestra rehearsal, the concepts are a little bit more tangible, but where everyone sings, everyone,
right,
planet, so it's harder for them to notice us and notice what we do. But when we go, get 8 trophies in 4 days, that
yeah,
and it's just fun, and I like. It's not about, I could care less what the rating is, because as long as we
right.
do beautiful music, I like to see y'all's face when y'all see the trapezoid come out. So, and we're gonna get Miss Witcher her first one. So,
oh my god,
oh yeah,
and she's not gonna skip 1. She's gonna come away with 3. Yeah. That's how it works. Up on her. Knock on wood.
She's like, oh boy, here comes the pressure.
I'm braggadocious, but I'm still superstitious. All right, so what type of music do you listen to in the car?
In the car, I listen to pretty much anything. Mostly a lot of old rock. Like classic rock, like Beatles, 60s, 50s rock and roll. I also listen to 80s hair bands, which are the best. Yeah, pretty much anything rock. I also listen to rap and hip hop and a little bit of country. Yeah, pretty much just anything, as long as I think it sounds good. I'll jam out to it in the car.
Oh, Ryan, we are kindred spirits, I tell you. People are like, you don't listen, you love everything. I'm like, did it entertain me? Was it good? Didn't I like it?
Yeah.
We're not splitting atoms. Come on.
It's not that complicated.
Right. If you could meet one famous person, who would that be?
Oof. Man, there's so many. I don't know. Wow, that's actually a pretty tough one. Probably Jimmy Fallon, because I just think he's really funny.
Yeah.
I guess him or James, what's his name?
James
Corden. James Corden, yeah.
Yeah,
those two. Like, yeah, for sure.
People knock on Jimmy Fallon, but it's just he loves them. He's a fan just like everyone else. I think that's what makes him so good.
Yeah.
When he's got the greatest band in the land, the Roots.
Oh yeah.
If Jimmy's coming, can you bring the Roots with you? Let's jam out. No, that's one of our quarantine go-tos of when we're running out of things, is we just go to YouTube and pull up Jimmy Fallon clips.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Fill Your Guts or Spill Your Guts from James Corden or whatever it's called. I think that's it. think that's what it's called. His like little segment where they eat really disgusting things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, what makes you laugh the most?
Jokes? I don't know. It's kind of an odd question, I guess. I don't know. I guess yeah, jokes or just funny things. I don't know how to.
So it's
No, it's a great
a
answer.
fine answer.
Yeah.
On the opposite end of that spectrum, though, what is your biggest pet peeve?
There's a lot of them. I mean, like, there's a lot. Probably people not signaling to turn or change lanes.
Oh, see, yeah,
Makes me
I
mad.
don't, I'm one of those
Like,
people.
I want to know where you're going. Like, come on, don't cut in front of me,
Mary gets mad
please.
at me all the
Thank you very
time.
much.
Did you mean to turn there? Because you didn't signal, and I'm like,
Yeah.
um. So yeah, sorry. I'm.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. What is your typical bedtime?
Do you want to know my social security number as well?
No,
Um,
I didn't come up with these questions. I'm just reading them.
I know. I guess like 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, 10, 11. Whenever I'm tired.
Hey, that's a true answer.
mean,
I mean, because when you're people ask me, "When do you go to sleep?" When I'm tired. And Mary gets mad at me because I lay down and I go right to sleep. She has to lay there and take forever. Get
Yeah,
just right and
that's me.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll lay down for like 2 seconds and then I'll pop back up and go downstairs. And she's like, yeah, "How do you know you could go to sleep?" I'm like, "Because my brain's not turned off, or it's not even like revving down. It's I'm not tired. I need to go do something to wrap it up." And then it turns into 4 hours and then a dad nap. And then, it happens. It's the way it goes.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah.
And then
So,
next thing you know, it's 7.
right. Next thing you
You're
know,
like,
it's
oh
starting over,
boy.
and you don't know what day it is anymore. So
Yeah.
Spring break started and it never came back. So
Nope. As far as I'm concerned, we're still on spring break. I mean,
the world's hottest.
When I found out that when I found out that school was like 10 days away, I was like, oh, it's August, isn't it? Like, that's odd.
So what is your favorite thing about choir?
I mean, I think that's pretty simple, singing, but I think singing, performing, and all of that is, like I said, I'm a performer. I like performing,
Yeah.
If I'm on a stage, I'm happy.
Absolutely. So what is your favorite childhood cartoon?
Probably Teen Titans, like the original. No, Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I remember watching that with my brother, and that was great. So
yeah, Maggie sometimes gets on a Teen Titans kick.
Yeah,
I don't know how
they're pretty good.
I don't know how
good. The original was better, I feel like, because it wasn't as like kid oriented. But I mean, it was a lot like the old animated Batman series, where it was like dark and all that.
So old school animated Batman, yeah, that was some of my.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I'm old. So, favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh, probably Revenge of the Sith, just because. I mean, I remember watching, I remember when I was a kid, my parents were like, "Okay, we're gonna watch the full saga," because we owned it on like DVD or whatever, and so we watched all of them. I remember the third one, because this was we watched them in the chronological order, 1 to 6. So like I didn't know like Darth Vader was Anakin. I remember like that just blew my mind. So I think that, and also like the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan is just so beautifully choreographed.
Yeah,
It like
that is the best
it,
lightsaber duel.
that's yeah. And it has so much emotion in it. Like yeah. I could just geek out about Star Wars forever.
So you know you have the machete cut where they put it in and out of a weird order. So I came up with my own version of that gets all the movies, including the Star Wars stories. In there. Start with Rogue One as like this prologue.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah.
you immediately go into A New Hope. So it really makes that ending scene with Darth Vader going all Vader.
Yeah.
That much more powerful. So that you understand why in the opening of A New Hope, why they're so scared. Well, they just saw a single guy do some crazy
just
stuff.
cut down like an army.
So then you do episode 5. And so that preserves the reveal of Luke and Vader and that whole the intention of that. So then you go back and you see, how did we get here? So you do 1, and some people say don't watch 1. I think you do. There's enough there that makes it.
Yeah, I think it was decent.
Yeah,
I mean,
just the haters on Star Wars, they just get it, this romantic notion that they just set the standard too high. It's like that's not achievable anymore. It's like
it's space wizards and Nazis. Like, can we just watch it, please?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
So then you do 1, 2, 3, and then you watch Han Solo. You watch Solo.
Okay. Yeah.
So that tells the backstory of everything. This is how we got
the 10 parsecs. Yeah.
Then you do 6. And then I guess you could say then you watch The Mandalorian, but you know the cartoons and Mandalorian, the TV stuff, you're not really in there. So then you do 7, 9. It really holds up. It really tells the story very well. Or
you could just pretend that the Disney trilogy was just never made.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. It's not that
bad.
It
really is. It really is.
Yeah, we could go on forever about this. That's a whole other
episode.
Oh, yeah.
See, Anara, like earlier, they were talking about musical theater.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, this is like me and Benson with musicals.
Yeah.
We are leaving Stephanie waiting, though.
Yes, absolutely. I already texted her and said, hey, we're running behind. She's like, oh, it's all
Sorry,
good.
talking about Star Wars. It's important.
So
the people must know.
Friends or an Office person?
Friends.
Good answer.
Friends.
You're right.
Good answer.
Just kidding. So our last question comes from Ms. Rantham. We saved this one for last. So she asks, have you ever been tempted to become power hungry and overthrow Mukaf?
I think every day. I think that's like something we all struggle with deep down inside that we just have to just deal with every day.
Oh, I love my kids. They make life interesting, I tell you what. Well, Ryan, we're so glad that you were able to come and join our conversation. As we wrap up, as a member of our leadership council, what's one thing that you hope to accomplish or to see happen this year?
I hope to see people really involved with choir. Like, I know that, some people take the class for, different reasons, and that's fine. But I want, everybody to at least give it, the good college try, to give it, a chance and see if, it really is their passion or not. And to have just them more involved in more activities and in the events instead of just, oh, hey, there's the choir officers who are at everything. And, oh, hey, there's the chorale people, people from like all choirs just coming together and, really enjoying choir for what it is.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you so much. I mean, I couldn't say that any better. I mean, And we're just so glad that you were able to join us today. And everybody, make sure you like and you subscribe. You can get these episodes on YouTube, IGTV, and of course the audio only on Podbean. And I think they send that out to all sorts of other podcasting streaming places. But ours is just a little choir thing, so we're not big yet. We got some things in the works to make it big. Blow up. Until then, make sure you like and subscribe and join. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.